Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. Today's video is all about Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, and we are talking about artifacts and gems, how to get them, what they do, and why we need them. These are the questions hopefully we're going to be answering in this video. And if you want to see more Dynasty Warrior videos, then don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. Doing those two small things will help the weirdness of the YouTube algorithm so much and help push these videos out, meaning that I can make more content just like this. I also have an active and growing Discord. We got a few members inside now that are playing Dynasty Warriors and are able to help each other out. So if you want to talk more about Dynasty Warriors or anything in particular you may be stuck on, then my Discord could be the place for you. The link for that will be down below in the description. Now, enough of all of that. Let's start talking about artifacts and how we get them, because at the end of the day, the artifacts is possibly one of the most important parts of this game. It's an incredibly powerful tool and enables us to really power our character up depending on which character we're using, depending on which artifact we get. Of course, it also unlocks a number of extra slots to attach gems to, again powering our character up. Unfortunately, talking about anything in this game, you can never really go too far from talking about titles, and that's exactly where we need to start in this video. Titles are incredibly important. In fact, unlocking one of the epic titles early in the game, as early as possible, is going to help you get those epic artifacts as well. If you look bottom right hand corner, you can see that having this title on gives us a 40% chance to get brand new secret plans, but what that also does is give you a 40% chance of acquiring that epic level artifact as well. Even if you had a legendary title equipped, you still actually get a 30% chance to get that epic artifact. But if you was to be trying this on a rare title, you've got a 0% chance. So it's just not going to happen. You do need legendary or epic titles in order to get those higher end tier artifacts. I should also talk briefly about difficulty. This game has a variety of different difficulties and that you can play your playthroughs on. And what I would recommend starting on easy, you are not going to be able to get yourselves an epic artifact if you play on anything less than hard. You can get it if you play on hard. You're going to get it a little bit more frequently if you play it on chaos. The way this game works basically is the harder the difficulty you have the game, the more likely you are to get those high-end gems and artifacts. Also, it's a good point to note that later in your game you are, the more frequently you are likely to get those artifacts and gems as well. Ideally, this game is designed to play multiple times. That's why in a Play Plus, when you go to play your second, third, fourth playthrough, you get to keep all of the gems, all of the artifacts that you have collected throughout your playthroughs. They, stack upon each other. Another way to help boost your chances of getting artifacts and decent gems as well, not necessarily artifacts, but the better gems, is to be running the bandit units. Their text is very simple, but basically it increases the item discovery rate while you are doing your battles. You'll also be able to see yourself picking up gems and gifts and stuff like that from defeating officers on the field as well. You also get gems from gifts from your wife, for instance, from your sworn brothers. Anytime something pops up where someone says that they want to see you, that is a potential chance for you to receive a gift. That gift being hopefully a decent gem, or it can be a few other different things, but that is somewhere you can get those gems. Unfortunately, artifacts seem to be locked strictly to winning battles. And of course, to get that high-end artifact, you do need to have the title. Being on a hard difficulty also helps. Being later in your game, a higher level in your game as well. All these things attribute to a higher success rate of getting those epic artifacts in your game. So let's start at the beginning. When we get ourselves a brand new artifact, we can equip it. The higher quality the artifact, the more attachment slots open up. As you can see right now, we have got an uncommon artifact in, therefore we can equip 2 different gems into those slots, powering up both our character and our weapon. The epic artifact is the only artifacts that will unlock every single slot open to you. That number being a grand total of 5 different gems that you can then attach to your artifact to power up your character and your weapon. You'll also note that by having a better, higher quality artifact, our weapon actually increases as well. Previously, some people thought that you actually found weapons in the game. That's not actually how it works. Your weapon is directly related to your artifact. So if you're wielding an epic artifact, your weapon quality is then epic as well. There are a lot of different types of artifacts within the game too. Some of them increase your chances of getting battle plans. Some of them increase your chances of succeeding in battle plans. Other ones are actually elemental based and inflict an elemental damage in your attacks and in your assaults. So having that elemental level increase as you attach different gems in those vacant slots is really good. So make sure that you kind of check out what type of gem you have. As you see right here, I have the Black Tortoise artifact, and that is an ice that has an ice ability, and that will infuse my weapon with ice damage. So if I was to equip a load of Valor Gems, for instance, well, that has a side effect of increasing all elements 1+ level. So therefore I can stack my elemental damage just by equipping nothing but Valor Gems. So playing to your artifact strengths is definitely something to keep an eye out on when it comes to picking what kind of gems you want to attach to your weapon. Something also interesting to note is that no 2 gems are rarely built the same. If we look, we've got nothing but Valor Gems currently in the equipment slots, and every single one of them are giving us a different percentage of merit earned. Yes, they have the base all elements +1 level, which is absolutely great, and possibly the only reason we've actually got these on here anyway. But if we look at the merit earned from battles, as in the experience that we're gaining, all of them are giving us a different readout, a different number. And that's the case for every type of gem in a game. It's not just the Valor Gems. Every gem is different. So just because you have a gem equipped and you get another one of it, don't just think, oh, it doesn't matter, I've already got that gem. Go check it out, because a lot of the times you can actually get a lot better gems than you've already got, even if it's the same type of gem you already have. And it doesn't just come to, for instance, this one's all merit. There was a lot of other ones that give you totally different stats, even though it's exactly the same gem. Some increase attack, while the other ones will increase defense. Interestingly, about the dragon gems I have, every single stat is different to the other one, including one given attack and one given defense. So make sure you have a look at the type of gems you're equipping, why you're equipping them, and seeing if you just have a better gem lying around. My favorite gems in the game have to be the Valor Gem. I think what it does for your character, especially early game, is incredibly helpful. I mean, literally, if you haven't, a high-end artifact, stick on a load of Valor Gems at the beginning of your game and go out and farm bandits, and you'll very quickly realize that you're able to farm a few early levels in the game. And of course, if you're lucky enough to have an elemental artifact, then all of those Valor Gems are increasing the level of damage that your weapon's doing. So if you're on Chaos mode, this can be incredibly helpful. You'll be leveling very quickly while also having a hard-hitting weapon. The other gems that I also quite like is the Soul Steel gem. I find these to be a little bit rarer in my games personally, but they absorb the target's health during trigger attacks. It also has bonuses. My ones have a trigger attack bonus and a health bonus. And I don't know if you've noticed, but on Chaos mode, one false move while fighting an officer for over 5 minutes can lead to your death. So having more health is definitely something that I want. Anyway, that is all I've got for this video, guys. I do try and keep these as short and informational as possible. Hopefully you guys have learned something about artifacts or gems. If you have any questions, anything that I didn't cover, please pop it down in the comments. I'll do my very best to either reply to each and every one of you, or if I don't know the answer, I'm sure one of the other viewers will comment down below. They've been very good at helping everyone out. And of course, don't forget, we do have that Discord as well. If you want to pop in there, ask your questions, feel free. The link is down in the description. And if you have enjoyed this video, have learned something, or just want to see more Dynasty Warriors content up, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on more videos just like this. But until next time, guys, I've been a monk and we've been Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.